Audition is a 1999 Japanese horror film directed by Takashi Miike, based on the 1997 novel by Ryu Murakami. Starring Ryo Ishibashi and Ii Shina, the film is about a widower, Shigeru Oyama, Ishibashi, who stages a phony audition to meet a potential new romantic partner. After interviewing several women, Oyama becomes interested in Asami, Shina, whose dark past affects their relationship. Shigeru Oyama is a widower whose son Shigehiko says that he should find a new wife. Shigeru's friend Yasuhisa Yoshikawa, a film producer, devises a mock casting audition at which young women audition for the part of Shigeru's new wife. Shigeru agrees to the plan and is immediately enchanted by Asami Yamazaki, attracted to her apparent emotional depth. Yasuhisa cannot reach any of the references in Asami's resume, such as a music producer she said she worked for, who is missing. However, Shigeru is so enthralled by her that he pursues her anyway. She lives in an empty apartment, containing a sack and a phone. For 4 days after the audition, she sits perfectly still next to the phone waiting for it to ring. When it finally does, she answers, pretending that she never expected Shigeru to call. After several dates, she agrees to accompany him to a seaside hotel, where Shigeru intends to propose marriage. At the hotel, Asami reveals burn scars on her body. Before having sex, Asami demands that Shigeru pledge his love to her and no one else. Deeply moved, Shigeru agrees. In the morning, Asami is nowhere to be found. Shigeru tries to track her down using her resume, but as Yasuhisa warned, all of the contacts are dead ends. At the dance studio where she said she was trained, he finds a man with prosthetic feet who is shown to be torturous to Asami in her childhood. The bar where she said she worked has been abandoned for a year following the murder and dismemberment of the owner. A passerby tells Shigeru that the police found 3 extra fingers, an extra ear, and an extra tongue when they recovered the body. Shigeru has hallucinations of the body pieces. Meanwhile, Asami goes to Shigeru's house and finds a photo of his late wife. Enraged, she drugs his liquor. Shigeru comes home, pours a drink, and after a short while feels the effects of the drug. A flashback shows that the sack in Asami's apartment contains a man missing both feet, his tongue, 1 ear and 3 fingers on one hand. He crawls out and begs for food. Asami vomits into a dog dish and places it on the floor for the man. The man sticks his face into the vomit and hungrily consumes it. Shigeru collapses from the drug. Asami injects him with a paralytic agent that leaves his nerves alert and tortures him with needles. She tells him that, just like everyone else in her life, he has failed to love only her. She cannot tolerate his feelings for anyone else, even his own son. She inserts needles into the skin below his eyes, saying, "deeper," continuously as she does so. She then cuts off his left foot with a wire saw. Shigehiko returns home as Asami begins to cut off Shigeru's other foot, and she sneaks up on him with a can of milk. As she attacks the boy, Shigeru appears to suddenly wake up back in the hotel after he and Asami had sex, and his current ordeal seems to be only a nightmare. Shigeru proposes marriage and Asami accepts. As he falls back asleep in the hotel, he returns to reality, his previous awakening having been false, to find his son fighting Asami. Shigehiko kicks her downstairs, breaking her neck. Shigeru tells his son to call the police and stares at the dying Asami, who repeats what she said on one of their dates about her excitement on seeing him again. Nowadays, Takashi Miike has become a household name among cult film followers around the world. Audition is no longer the talk of the town, but it deserves a lot better than to be forgotten. So do yourself a favor and check out the film that made the infamous Miike famous. More so than most of his earlier films, Audition easily stands the test of time. Thank you, my friend.